All right, all right, all right. You know, somebody was I'm sure you got it too. Silly comparisons. Well, they were 8-3 last year. Yeah, they have their secondary. They got their quarterback. They got a Hall of Fame like defensive coordinator. They got a defense that's getting in a groove now. Yeah, different 8-3 team, and kudos to
Different schedule. Different schedule.
okay, but they've taken care of business. This
Yeah.
team normally gets tripped up by these teams already once or twice along the way. It would have happened already.
It would have happened already, and it's a good thing it hasn't, right? This is the reason why the Dolphins are doing so well. This is Mike McDaniel's leadership. This is all the moves that you mentioned. This is Vic Fangio's defense really coming along, in the second half of the season. This is Tyreek Hill being the best player in the NFL like he has been. This is Tua not turning the ball over. This is Devin A-Chain coming back. This is Andrew Van Ginkel going Van Ginkel out there, even without Jalen Phillips. This was a good game by the Dolphins. It just sucks that these last two games have come at a loss because Jalen Phillips is done for the season, and now Jerome Baker looks like he might be very well injured for an extended period of time. And that's probably the only negative, and it's a major negative for the Dolphins after this one.
Yeah. Because I don't know how you replace him now, and I know everybody's throwing Butler's name out there, right? From the Colts, right? Is the guy that's out there? Is it Butler, right?
No, you're talking about Leonard, Darius Leonard.
And I don't even know if he fits. I don't even know if he fits what they want to do here, actually.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more of an outside linebacker, which could be taking Van Ginkel out of that spot, maybe, and having Riley or Long be the middle guy. I'm not sure how that goes. Darius Leonard, they have a tie-in. I believe his agent's the same one that the Dolphins have worked with for a really long time, Malkikawa. So should be Jonathan Taylor's agent. So should be something there where they can talk. But I know I guess there were some rumors about the Cowboys, and there was actually a moment where he was at the Colts game last week in a suite watching the game, which is very awkward. But we're getting off topic here. The Dolphins need to go get a linebacker, though, is pretty much the point that you and I are driving home here. They need to fill that role, fill that depth. And Duke Riley had a good couple plays this game. There was a couple good plays I liked. He's rangy, not as big as Baker is, but definitely has the range and the heart to play. And, one of the nicest guys in the locker room, Duke Riley, and also Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker is one of my favorite guys. Been here since 2018, since I covered the team. Always willing to show you a smile and talk to you when you're in the locker room. He is one of the great personalities on the Dolphins team, and really hope everything comes out for him okay.
Yeah, and today, again, depth comes through. I mean, it's happened throughout on the offensive line. It's happened with running backs. Today, it happened with the pass rusher. You lose Jalen Phillips, but dude, you didn't really miss a beat because Andrew Van Ginkel almost blocked a punt. He had an interception for a touchdown. He had sack. Ogba got a sack. So it's almost like Chubb didn't do what you were thinking that he probably would do. That's other guys chipped in too. Sealer also.
Chubb got a sack in this one too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did pick up one actually.
Chubb got a sack too.
Yeah,
you gotta look at you can. I'm with you. I'm gonna praise the Dolphins for doing what they did and beating their opponent and beating the man in front of you. That's what you're supposed to do. The Texans just got a late touchdown to beat, or excuse me, a late pick. I'm watching here and being distracted, but you can praise the Dolphins for doing what they had to do. They took care of business. Good job. This was another week to get some work in. Offense found its life again. Tua was not about that BS today, and the Commanders give up the most receiving yards to teams in the NFL. So it was going to be a big day for Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. Waddle had a drop or two in this game, but that's fine when Tyreek Hill is, catching 60 and 70-yard touchdowns. 2-yard passes going for 70, 80-yard touchdowns. Excuse me. I didn't want to, mess up there. Tua is throwing 2-yard passes for touchdowns. Remember that?
Wait a minute. Did a Dolphin game really happen if there wasn't a Waddle drop?
That's very true. That is very true. This drop was pretty crazy too, because it felt like Waddle was just ready to turn and go run upfield for that one big drop. I mean, you got to give it to the kid. He's one of my favorite players. I probably need to be a little harder on him than I should. And
Yeah,
Waddle,
you got to give it to the kid because he comes up with a new way to drop it every week. Not only does he drop it, but
he
it's in a new way,
defender this week.
fashion that he drops it and it slips out of his hands,
Yeah,
whatever it is. But yeah, no, Waddle. See, there are players that work on their touchdown celebrations. Waddle works on different ways to drop the ball. And so yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift.
yeah, man.
It,
This one was weird. Waddle usually catches. Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just hoping that drop doesn't happen the moment it's a
It's a big
Ravens
game. Yeah,
playoff.
Bills
It's
game.
it's and you're like, God, dude, it happens all the time to you.
Yeah, but then there's gonna happen where a moment where he catches one of those, and you're gonna be like, "That's why the Dolphins drafted him. That's why he should be front of the line to pay him." Right? It can go either way. Look, Waddle has dynamic speed. He's an incredible playmaker. He's playing a second fiddle, and he's not complaining one bit. I mean, this kid is happy as hell to be on this team. You could think about any other second receiver in the league, right? You think, maybe T. Higgins is happy next to Jamar Chase, but how many other people are going to be really, really happy with their secondary role compared to Tyreek Hill when he was
T,
the number one receiver for a season?
T just
You
wants
know?
to get paid, bro. T would be
Yeah,
happy. He just wants his money, and Cincinnati ain't gonna pay two
everybody
number.
does. Everybody does. You like my glass, by the way? Good celebratory glass here.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. But T just wants to get paid. So
Yeah, I don't
that's
blame him. So do you and I.
he's a number one wide receiver, dude, playing next to obviously a beast, himself. But T Higgins is a number one receiver in 20 teams in the NFL because there aren't 20
Definitely.
teams that have their number one is better than T Higgins. Actually,
I would agree with that statement.
oh yeah, dude, please, T Higgins is a monster. It's just
I would agree with that statement.
he's hitting next to the other guy. But anyway, back to the Dolphins. The depth has really come through overall. The front office has done a marvelous job. I'm sure right now, Chris Greer is working the phones trying to figure out a linebacker and where the hell to get a linebacker now. At this point, what do you do from within? Is there anything you can do from within?
You got to play Riley now. Riley steps up into that role specifically. You take Ginks back out of playing inside linebacker because you only have Agba there. I don't know. JPP played much in this game, if at all, but he was active. Maybe if JPP is playing a little more, you put Ginkle back. But they're gonna have to tinker with this, and they're gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to sign somebody. I'm not sure if there's anybody in the practice squad that could step up and fill in, but middle linebacker, there's a lot of responsibility there. You're the play caller of the defense. So for that person to come in and just come in on a fly and do all that, it's tough. You're gonna have to depend on Holland a lot to play up a little bit more, I think. You got to play a little bit more nickel and dime, maybe, to take another linebacker off the field and just go another DB if you could do that. Those are probably just a couple thoughts, coming off the top of my head right now. I know the defense would play nickel and dime 6 DBs. I'm not sure if Fangio would do that or not and keep the linebacker. So we'll see. But the Dolphins figure it out, and the good thing is the offense is back, and they might just have to outscore everybody at this point.
Yeah, the one thing I will lay the information that I will lay out for everybody out there, and I've already done it. I did it several weeks ago. Oh, wait a minute, did we lose that?
I'm here. I'm here.
So the info I told you guys before because everybody they need a thumper at linebacker. That's not what they're looking for actually at middle linebacker on this team. They need guys that are athletic and agile and that can move around. He wants guys like David Long. He wants actually guys like Baker. He needs athleticism out there. He needs guys that have range. So
Yes.
if it's guys that are thumpers and might be closer to 2 down linebackers, that's not what he's looking for. He won't put that at linebacker. He's really looking for these giant linebackers unless the giant linebacker can fly around like a deer, but those kind of guys really aren't usually available in free agency.
Yeah. The game has changed as well for linebackers. That's why a linebacker like Baker does so well right now, because he can cover tight ends, he can cover running backs, he can rush the passer. If there's a slot receiver coming across the middle, he could defend that. That's what you're looking for in a linebacker, to play all of those roles. And it's not your traditional Brian Urlacher, Zach Thomas linebacker where you're just playing with the front guys in front of you and just going after the quarterback. You got to be able to do a little bit more.
Do we know anything on the Baker injury? Have they said anything?
Just a knee injury, and he is out for now. I believe Mike is at least talking to the media right now, as we're speaking. But I can't imagine that was good. I didn't like the play. I understand what Brandon Jones was trying to do. I understand, Baker's leg just kind of got caught right there at the mix. It was, just trial by fire kind of situation. I don't even think they gave up a touchdown in that sequence either, which is kind of crazy to think about because they got right down to the one. But it's a really unfortunate situation. Jerome Baker, I don't think he's had a major injury during his whole time as a Dolphins.
Very durable.
He's been very durable, and that's probably a big downfall there too. That's a guy who's every season I've been here, he's played every down, man. So that's a huge loss. That's a huge loss, and I already told you last week about Jalen Phillips. I thought that was a major loss for the Dolphins because everybody else started to eat more because Jalen Phillips commanded a lot more attention. So it really sucks that these two wins were business wins. Offense got it done, defense got it done, but they came at a cost, and it's really, really unfortunate. And the Dolphins are just gonna have to score more points and figure out their holes, man. That's really what it comes down to. And it really sucks because Jerome Baker is, the player that he is, and been a really good Dolphin player for the last couple of years.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let's one negative that I'm going to have to lay on this game. If it's hard to find negatives in this game, but I'm going to find one because I have no choice. Unfortunately, they left me with no choice. Armstead looks like he got banged up again. At one point,
why did he play in the first place?
Exactly, you have to protect the player from himself.
Yeah,
and there is no position. This is amazing to say this. This is the left effing tackle. There is no position in the entire team that has better and more capable and more reliable backup than Terron Armstead. Okay?
Yeah.
Because Kendall Lamb is arguably the fourth best lineman behind Austin Jackson, who mauls linebackers, by the way, for a living. I don't know if anybody saw that in the second level. It looked like it was a horror movie, and he was Jason coming at his ass. You guys need to go see that play. That was awesome, by the way. Seriously. But anyway, Austin Jackson and Connor Williams. And Hunt. I got to put, whatever. But, wow, dude. I mean, Kendall Lamb is a star. If I'm McDaniel, I'm like, Austin, Tron, you want to get pissed off at me? Bro, call me a dickhead, call me an idiot, call me a moron, call me anything you want in the media. Go ahead. You ain't playing for a couple of weeks. I need you for Baltimore. I need you for Dallas. I need you to Buffalo. I don't need you for these games, dude. I'm sorry. I'm going to be quite honest here. Kendall Lamb can handle this. You, please, sit down and finally get healthy. They're not ever giving him a chance to get healthy. They get a little healthy, and then they put him back out there, and all he does is re-injure himself again. It makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's more. Terron than the Dolphins, because the Dolphins have been very. Excuse me. The Dolphins have been very considerate and very deliberate in how they've rested guys and put them back in. Look at A-Chain, for example. Look at Ramsey. They came back, close to 100%. Armstead, I don't know why he played in this game. Outside of to get some work, but we'll see if that's really like an ankle turn, if he did hurt his ankle, or that was the reason that they took him out the game. Rob Hunt didn't come out. Rob Hunt came out the game as well with an injury that maybe if he had a flare up or not. But by the end of that game, all the backups were in.
Oh yeah,
yeah. By the end of the game, all the backups were in, and I think Fox changed the channel. It was so bad. But you need him for the last 3 games in the playoffs. You don't need him for right now.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, you're playing a team that traded their pass rush. Like, get
Mm-hmm.
the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Traded their 2 pass rushers.
You could have put a
Less,
third. You could have put a
yeah.
third string lineman in today, and it would have been okay.
Keon Smith would have handled it,
Yeah.
dude. He's actually developing into a very capable player. By the way, Keon Smith, which is truly amazing for the front office and this coaching staff. That Keon Smith is also adding to the depth on this team, which is pretty freaking cool. Quite
Yeah,
honest.
the offensive line depth has been a revelation. It's been the best part about probably the Dolphins season outside of the defense making its turn at the time it did. You had so many guys come down for injuries, and now you're at a point where you don't have to play people because you need them. You can rest them. So they have to figure this Terron thing out. I don't think he plays next week or practices much this week coming up if he does have the ankle or the legs and stuff. But need Terron as put together as he can be for the stretch run, and hopefully hopefully he gets healthy enough by then.
Brother, this is what I would do. Okay, when Terron shows up at the facility tomorrow morning, okay,
Put in bubble wrap.
I'm gonna have a representative of Barbados there, and say, "Here's a couple of plane tickets for you and the wife. If you want to take the kids, go ahead. Rihanna is waiting for your ass. She's there in Barbados. They got the call going on. You go relax over there for a couple weeks. We'll check back with you in a couple weeks, okay? You just go have a couple of whatever you like to drink on the beach, and just go
you know how
chill.
many other you know how many other Dolphins players will line up for that? I'd line up for that too.
Yeah, but this Dolphins player needs to get the hell out of here for a little while. We don't need him right now, bro. You know, it's just that was just so frustrating.
Yeah.
I mean, wasting his time, and he could end up just getting injured, and you're done. And then what happens if Kendall Lamb now becomes like, brother, he is a linchpin of all linchpins right now.
Definitely.
Like, can we? You know that bald guy that walks around with all the Heat players. That's I know he knows,
the security guy.
Yeah. He can take you out with like 2 fingers. Have that guy follow around Kendall Lamb from here on out, because Kendall needs to be protected right now.
Kendall Lamb is the protection, and he needs protection.
So he can do his protecting.
Yeah,
so
I believe. Yeah.
Call me Jason Statham. Okay. All right. Give me the transporter. All right. And make sure we take care of Kendall Lamb here. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Definitely.
Tua was on. And for all of you that think, oh, he can't throw off of pressure, well, guess what? He had to reset several times and made some plays too at the same time. So there you go for you Tua disbelievers.
Listen, Tua had a good game, and they picked their moments, and they picked them really well. It didn't turn the ball over, didn't see a fumble, didn't see a pick, which was great. First game in a while, he's been clean in that sense. And the best part about it too, even more for me, they pulled him from the game, got Mike White in there, pulled Tyreek from the game, like got all the backups in. That was just great decision by Mike McDaniel. No need to put these guys back out there. Plus, it was like a crazy day in Washington already weather-wise, and you don't know what's going on over there. But 45-15, 9-3, incredible shape, far away from Buffalo in the AFC East. And, the Ravens are off this week, but, the Chiefs play later tonight. You're still holding ground, and you're winning the games you're supposed to win. Excuse me. And you're not losing the games like you mentioned earlier. You're not losing these games to BS people.
Yeah. I know Lamb didn't play. You play Keon, bro. You get by. You play whoever you can.
Look at this.
Terron arms against a team with no pass rush.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Put Safid out there.
Oh yeah, I would
put Robert Hunt at left tackle. Put Liam Ike at left tackle.
No need to get all crazy there.
What? Liam Eichenberg can do it now. Now Liam
Eichenberg can. Yeah, I'm not putting Rob Hunt there though.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Look, if this is what we're upset about after a 45-15 win, then so be it. I'm with you on that one. But yeah, they should have rested Armstead. It's a good thing that they pulled him when they did, and You know what? You got a game against who? The Jets or the Titans coming up here? Which one is it?
No, it's the Titans, then the Jets,
Okay.
right?
All right. So Titans are really bad too.
Yeah.
Defense should take care of that one, and you have enough on offense there too. So, will Tua get sacked a little bit? Against the Titans, they have a good front. Maybe you want to get Armstead back. They play on Monday night, so you have an extra day here.
No, Keon Smith. Anybody? You don't need to get. No, dude.
I agree.
Leave on Armstead on the sidelines. The guy never gets healthy.
Yeah.
Why are we against shitty teams? Could have got with anybody, dude. They won the last game against the Jets with a much better front, with all the backups in there except what was it, Austin? I want to say.
Yeah, I think Austin played. Connor played as well. Austin and Connor, and everybody else was backups.
Everybody else was back. Keon was one of them.
Yeah.
And if they can handle the Jets pass rush, what is the Commanders, dude?
They'd be ready for playoff time. If they can handle the Jets pass rush, I might even put them in a playoff game.
I'm telling you, Kendall Lamb becomes more and more important every single day with this whole Terron Armstead situation.
Yeah, definitely.
That guy, you better put him and better make sure you take care of his ass, because he's the one that I know can play the position at a big level for those games up that you want to be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. That's something that's preventable. That's something that you could really control right now. The thing that's out of the Dolphins' control right now is Baker and Phillips being out, and that's very unfortunate for both those guys.
By the way, I couldn't have been more wrong. We'll wrap it up with this. When Tyreek was talking about 2000, I said no, there's no way that happens this year, because they're going to be dedicated to the run. And I was talking about how they're going to keep a fifth running back. They're going to dedicate themselves more to the run, all that. And that's exactly what's happened. But he's also going to get the 2,000 yards. I did not. No, that don't make sense. You can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. No.
He's at 13-24 right now. 13-24 with 14 games. So 12 games. How many games left? Five left.
No. He was at 13-24 without this game.
Oh, without this game. Okay. Excuse me.
Yes.
Plus, you add another 150 on top of that. So you're right now. You just passed 1,500 already.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was Tyreek being Tyreek as well, and I didn't think Waddle being around would help that. But they have the perfect, the offense is catered around Tyreek. This is Tyreek's offense. McDaniel realized he has a unicorn over there, a guy with 1 foot in the Hall of Fame, and he changed his whole offense to cater this guy, right? That's why you saw in the Hard Knocks episode when he hurt his hand, Mike is like, is Tyreek there? Is Tyreek here? Is Tyreek ready? Is Tyreek up? The whole offense is around Tyreek. So he's got to stay healthy, and the Dolphins have to continue, feeding him, because he is one of the greatest players in the league right now.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right. What do you got going in USA Today?
Yeah, definitely. I'm checking out this Eagles 49ers game today. I'll keep an eye on what Mike and Tua say after this game as well. But, man, it's December, dude. Last month of the year. Looking forward to the rest of the season. I'll be at Monday Night Football. That should be fun. 2 Monday night games this week. But I know a lot of people are probably going to watch the Dolphins, because I don't know if that other matchup is that great or
not. No. And by the way, anything is better. You could be watching Chargers and Patriots, and so be grateful.
I just don't understand the Chargers at all, bro. Do not understand them at all. They play up, they play down. They don't ever, they're never the aggressor in their games. They're always playing to their competition.
I will keep telling all of you out there that are in love with his talent and all that stuff. Justin Herbert is not built like the guy in Jacksonville. Watch the guy in Jacksonville, how he plays and leads in the position. Mm-hmm. There's a different fire that comes with that guy. The other guy is a little soft surfer boy, and he just kind of goes with the flow. Just watch the body language, bro.
Definitely.
Watch
and it's Brandon Staley too.
Forget Tua. I'm just going to point at somebody just like him, except there's a different personality inside one human being and the other. And that's why when I look at Trevor Lawrence, I say, that dude's got it. When I look at Justin Herbert, I just say that's Jeff George with a little bit more athletic ability. That's all that is. It's an impressive human being, talent, but it ain't Trevor Lawrence who wants to cut your heart out. Okay? It's different, dude. It's just
Definitely.
That's why I measure it differently, and I look at those guys differently. I don't fear Herbert as much as his talent. I fear Trevor Lawrence because he's going to do whatever it takes to win.
I agree.
And that's what I love about Tua. It's the same shit. He's like my Yorkie. It's like my I always say I have 4 dogs. I have the
small dog, big bark, big bite.
No, and that 3-pound dog will attack anything in the world. It doesn't matter if Godzilla standing out there. He's running out there thinking he can take it on. It doesn't matter. He's the most dangerous dog in the world because somebody's going to kill him right away. And so it's crazy. And that's Tua, right? And to me, when I look at Trevor Lawrence, I say that's what's missing from Justin Herbert. That spirit that's inside Trevor Lawrence.
Definitely.
All right. Follow him on Twitter at Safid_Deen. We will talk on Tuesday, my friend. Be good.
See you, Bigo.
You got it. All right. We talk about Baptist Health, folks. If you have an injury, folks, that is keeping you from doing what you love, take charge of your health and get back into the game with the help of the all-pro staff at Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. And they've got locations everywhere, man, down in the Keys. And they've got it at Fisherman's Community in Marathon Key, Mariners Hospital at Tavernier Key, all the way up in Boynton Beach and Bethesda, East and West, 2 different locations. Boca Regional, of course, in Kendall, the original on 89th and Kendall Drive, Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables. Go check it out. Homestead and Baptist Way, 975 Baptist Way, baptisthealth.net/ortho.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.